before the sun goes down. Sitting here waiting on Children of the Corn to pop out of the cornfield. Watching football all day. Is what it is, man. Is what it is. Watch Browns game a little bit, and take a nap, wake up, watch some more football. So, let Malia right now watch her show, and I'll watch some more football when I go back in. So, got some Jack Daniels to finish off tonight. What's going on, Mike? Just sitting out here, man, in the truck, letting the phone charge up a little bit, trying to give Malia a little space. So that way I'm not all up in her ass all damn day. I know she's kind of getting tired of that, and give me a little break too. So been making her watch football all day. Not a huge football fan, so you already know how that goes, man. You already know, dude. You already know. So just trying to give her a little break and give me a little break. Other than that, man, it's been a pretty good day, dude. Might go back here and grill a couple grilled cheese. Don't feel like going in the house. Still got a camper fire grill and shit, man. I'll keep in the trailer. So cook lunch every day while I'm out working. So it comes in handy. Probably one of the best investments I've ever made for the trailer, man. Be very honest with you. Um, keep keep food in the cooler. All I gotta do is just cook it up. And I had steaks a couple times this year. I've had hamburgers almost every day. I have a hamburger or a fajita or something. Yeah, man. It was a regular live, man. People were talking. Had Jacob in here, um, and a couple guys I've never even seen before ever at all. And so I mean, we chatted for probably about 35, 40 minutes, man. Um, just talking. You know what I mean? So hopefully you have a better day today, man. You don't go to sleep so early, man. I personally, I don't mind those kind of days, man. Go sleep early as shit, and like, oh man, it's like you needed it. You know what I mean? So sometimes we need that sleep, dude. Sometimes we need that sleep. So this will be the first week though that I've had since school started where there's no soccer or no football or anything like that. Um, I do have a meeting with the principal tomorrow, and to discuss some of this band shit because I'm not real happy with how things went Friday night for the band. Yeah, man. Um, it was a rough week last week, dude. I think for everybody, really. Everybody had a rough. It just seemed like it. This month is flying by, man, and it's like people calling last minutes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I need to get this cut. I need to do this. I need to do that or something. You know, and it's like, good lord, like calm down, people. Like, yeah, it's the weather change, and of course, you know the sun's going down earlier and earlier every day. And I think we're doing. It isn't like the clock change like next month, man. So that'll really mess people up, dude. That messes people up all the time, dude. I hate that time. I hate that time. For a good week, be all messed up. You all messed up, man. Like 6 o'clock, man. You walk outside, it's still dark as shit. And what the hell is coming on? Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, it's coming up. I wish they would just go back to regular old Just keep it where it's at, man. Not mess with anything, dude. Like, it's just ridiculous how they be, it doesn't make any sense nowadays, man. Back in World War One or World War Two, whenever they changed it, made sense then because we were in the middle of a war and everybody was broke and they were trying to conserve energy and send a lot of stuff overseas and stuff. Like, it just doesn't make any sense nowadays, though, man. I mean, kids out there, kids out there, standing in the dark, waiting on the bus and stuff. Like, I feel bad for some of them kids, man. I feel real bad. A couple states, they don't even have it. They don't even do that shit. I mean, it's Arizona. Arizona doesn't do it. When I was stationed out there, I don't believe we did it. But my memory serves me right. It's just it's pointless, to be honest with you, Mike. It's like everybody has electricity now. You know what I mean? Like it just throws everything off, dude. Everything be off for like a week. But it's just a boring day. Yeah, it is. It's completely pointless, man. Just completely pointless. Some days just seem like such a drag, dude. Such a drag, man. Such a drag. Yeah, but the meeting tomorrow with the principal is not going to go well. I'm 100% sure. It's for Malia's school. Nothing about Malia, but dude, like their band, like I felt so bad for him Friday night. She called me up at 6:30. 6:30. Like, hey dad, you may need to come and get me. The bus hasn't showed up yet. I'm like, what the fuck? And the game that they were going to is 30 minutes away. It's a drive, and that's without traffic. And so the bus actually didn't pick them up until 6:50 because she texted me like the bus is finally here. 6:50. They didn't get to the game until the end of the second quarter. They didn't play halftime because they were still shuffling in, so they never even got to play at halftime. And then she said that they left at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter. So they were only there for one quarter, man. It horrible, dude. Yeah, yeah, dude. Tell her to get a flashlight. Yeah, it was fucked up, Mike. Because man, my daughter along with their band's not huge. I'll give them. I will say that their band is not a huge band, but the kids that are there, they want to be there. They have the passion for it. They've put in a lot of work. They had band camp this year, dude, and these kids were at band camp every single day this summer for a month straight. Right at the end of summer, they were there every single day, 7 a.m., and they were there until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And but they put in the work. You know what I mean? They don't sound the greatest, but you can tell that they've practiced. And I'm very proud of my daughter for doing this. She's in everything. The band, soccer, softball. In the winter time, she's in the uh, band for the basketball. You know what I mean? So they've put in some work, man, and they've already missed 3 games. They didn't go to 3 of the football games because the band director or the athletic director didn't want them to go. I don't know. So they didn't go to 3 games, and then this game they show up late, and it's just like y'all want this support from the parents, but you as a school, they're not even supporting them. It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, yeah, Mike. Yeah, I totally agree, dude. I 100% agree, and I just want to know what's going on because, man, we've paid for instruments this year. I mean, last year we had to buy a different instrument. She playing saxophone this year. Last year she played clarinet, bass clarinet, or something like that. So we had to buy that. Then this year she decided to switch over to saxophone. So we bought a new sax for her, and she can play all the instruments and really, really talented. And so I'm very, very, very proud of her, and I try to support it. On top of that, she's in the orchestra, so we had to buy a new cello because um, the one that she had, it was like maybe 5 years old, and it was time for her to get a new one, man. And she's earned it, and buy a new cello for her. But the saxophone, we had to get new sax, and it's just messed up, man. And like they just got new uniforms this year. They're all short, little. Like they don't fit half of the kids. Half of the kids wear them. Half of the kids don't. And it's like, what the fuck, man? And it's just like they're out there just hanging out some of the time, man. And which is fine to a degree, but it's like at the same time, it's like y'all don't have any practices anymore. You're not doing practices this year like you did last year. You don't do practices. You told the kids that you were going to shut down the fucking band program, so now they don't give a fuck. And it's like y'all still send these letters and emails and give us calls about y'all need support. You need a little extra money to help the band program. Da 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 blah 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 blah. But yet you can't even send a bus to pick them up for a fucking football game, man. And only take them to the game last game for one freaking quarter. Dude, I was pissed. I was so pissed, man. Pissed. When she texted me like, yeah, they're picking us up, I'm like, great, great. She's gonna be there a while. I had to take my time getting over to the school. She texted me, dude. I no sooner got up, made me something to eat, ate, and she texted me like, yeah, we about to leave. I'm like, what is you talking about, man? It's like we're loading up right now. I'm like, holy shit. So rush over to the school and get to the school. I'm thinking they're gonna be there. Like I was on live that night, and I see one bus come in. It was for the freaking volleyball. It wasn't even them. So they picking up the kids. They're at the volleyball game. So I'm sitting there waiting, like, the hell's going on? So I text her like, what's going on? She was like, oh, it took us 30 minutes to get out of the stadium because they were doing pat downs. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? She was like, and the bus wouldn't start. I'm like, oh my God. Like, where are y'all at? She was like, we literally just left. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's all about the money, man. And what I figured out with the soccer this year, because last year we were given to the athletic boosters. And I'm like, where's the money being spent? Like, I'm not seeing it on the field. I'm not seeing the product here. Like, as a businessman, I want to see something here. And y'all in old uniforms, kids are hungry. There's no drinks on the sidelines. Like, I'm trying to figure out where the money was last year. So this year, athletic boosters asking for money. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not giving them money. So I personally sponsored the soccer team. I raised some funds, had people donate money, people donating food for pregame meals and stuff like that. So the kids were eating good. We helped them get socks. We helped provide for some things directly to the team. So that way I saw where the money was going, and it was going directly to the team. I was pretty upset. And it's just like, if she didn't like the school and she wasn't doing as great as she is, man, I'd move her to the local school here. I wouldn't be taking her all the way back into the city. So, we choose to take her there. We choose to take her there, and she loves it there. So it's just sad, dude. It's so sad, man. It's so sad just seeing that happen. It's pretty sad because like football team, dude, they suck. Football team sucks, bro. I'm like her boyfriend on the football team. Like Tuesday, I'm like, oh yeah, they got practice tonight, don't they? She's like, because it's her boyfriend, man, and she wants to see. I want to watch football anyway, so I'll go watch the practices and shit. That way, she can see her boyfriend, but I can also, just kind of enjoy some football practice style and kind of unwind from the day and stuff, man. They don't have practice real late. They get done like 5:30 ish. So we're back at a decent time at home, and we miss all the traffic. So I'm like, ain't they got football tonight? She's like, no, they're not practicing tonight. I'm like, oh, okay. Knowing this week was a huge game for them, they're playing a big team. So I'm like, all right, no problem. We'll come back home next day. Just get in the truck. I'm like, ain't they got practice tonight? She's like, no. I'm like, why ain't they practicing? The head coach is sick. So the other coaches canceled practice because they don't have playbooks. First I've ever heard of that, man. First time I've ever heard of a coach being sick, so the whole team doesn't have practice. I've never heard of that. Never in my life have I ever heard that. I was just like, wow. She's like, yeah, they're all pretty upset. I guess the kids were trying to hold their own practice on Wednesday and Thursday. They were trying to do their own practice. Coach was out all week. Wasn't even at the game. So they were trying to hold their own practice. I got to give it to the kids, man. At least they stepped up a little bit trying to do what they could. But I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for him. Like I told her boyfriend, because he was like, we suck. I'm like, y'all don't suck, man. Y'all just don't have coaches. You don't have legit coaches. Like these guys, they don't care about y'all, man. Like, you got a lot of talent on that field. Y'all could win games. Your coaches just aren't coaching. Not doing their thing. They just getting that little check that they get, that little stipend check. That's all they worried about. So it's just sad, dude. It's really sad. I was on TikTok a little bit ago, man, watching a couple lives. There's some weirdos on TikTok, dude. There's some weird people on there, man. Mike, I'll be wondering who the other two people are on here, man. I'll be wondering sometimes. Like, yep, one just left, so God only knows who they are. Nobody else says anything. It was like when Jacob and I was on here last night. Um, there was like 7, 8 people in here a couple times, and it was like, who the hell are these people? Like, who's the rest of these people? Like, I don't know. Yep, yep. That's how it is here, man. I will give them that they don't have fundraisers like that, but they want you just to donate money, and it's like, I'm not donating anything, man. I'll donate it directly to the program that my kid plays. You know what I mean? Like, give it to athletic boosters. They kind of spread it all out, and it's like, know where that money's going. Like, it's going to the teams that draw the bigger crowds or whatever, and you guys end up forgetting about the girl programs. And what's sad is the girl programs are the ones that actually are doing something for the school. And I mean, their basketball program at this school, it's huge, man. It's huge, and it's inner city, so I can only imagine. And but it's a big deal. Basketball is a big deal there. Yeah, yeah. Just docking his pussy trolling. Yeah, pretty much, dude. Probably who it is. Docking Terry and Terry and his brothers or something, man. I think that's hilarious, dude. Because that's all I think about every time I see that too, man. So they have yet to do the corn. I was saying that last night. Need to get out here. They need to get that corn taken care of, dude. It's getting awful brown out this bitch, man. Brown. It's cold as shit today, though. Oh, shit. I'm going to jump right back on here.